Good morning, welcome to day 87 of my Munros challenge. Today I'm walking route number 112, Beinn Sgulaird, which is the hat-shaped hill. Bad weather this afternoon, so it's early morning. I'm going to try and just do the one and beat the weather, so to speak. And note to self, pack midge net, because the midges have started today with a vengeance. So, as per usual these days, we seem to be starting on a Land Rover track. I can see it zigzagging up the side of this first little hill. We'll be going up that glen. They've kindly put a sign for us, just pointing us in the right direction, that kind. Beinn Sgulaird. So this path does make its height quickly. Just looking over Loch Crian, there where we've parked, at sea level, so it's a sea level start. So I've taken this this Land Rover track up to this cairn here, which signifies a left turn, which is what we'll be taking. And we'll be heading up to a small hill, 450 metres I believe, maybe 458. So this first little top here is actually 498, so you'd like to think you're halfway there, but you're not, because you got to climb up to the second top over there, which is Beinn Sgulaird, which is 863 metres. Then you've got to drop to a Beinn the other side, and then you go again, so you got another over 100 metres of ascent the other side. So it's one of those ups and downs. Let's hope we can beat the weather, shall we? So we're just passing the first little top. Weather's coming in faster than expected. Just had to waterproof up for a very short, sharp shower. You never know, it might clear again. The real weather was forecast this afternoon. So here's the first drop before we start climbing the other side. I have to say that was a tough little climb, that. The first of many little Beinn, I believe. We're heading up here. Stands on the path, so probably another 350 metres of ascent before we get to the first top, as it were. So the path itself rises quite steadily up a very grassy slope. At the minute, nothing too rocky or arduous. I do believe that will change higher up. But there we go. Unfortunately, we've been in cloud now for the last half hour or so. The path has got rockier. In places it steepens up, then it levels off again, meandering through all these boulders and whatnot. Stan's having a good time in the rocks. So this cairn here is up at 863 metres. It's not Beinn Sgulaird, we've got to drop into a dip and then climb up to Beinn Sgulaird, which is actually lower. Beinn Sgulaird's 848. I have to say it's very rocky, very slippy, this drop. That's the Beinn between here and Beinn Sgulaird, which is just up there in the cloud. And then we've got another drop, as I say, before we got the final ascent. So we're at the top of Beinn Sgulaird now, and I have to say that was quite a bit of a scramble. Mild, but definitely a scramble getting up here. It's got very rocky. Now we've got another drop this side before we start the final climb. We'll probably have 100 or so metres of ascent. So we've got another rocky descent to the next Beinn, which is over there. You can just see the ridge line going up into the clouds where we're going to start climbing next. Very rocky this last section, very rocky. Wow, the clouds have just cleared just as I've dropped into this Beinn. Look at that. Look at that. We can, oh, nearly got a picture of the top. We might be lucky. We might be lucky. So we've got another mile scramble towards the top. So here we are, Beinn Sgulaird. Wow, it's been trying to clear. Very wet, very windy, Beinn Sgulaird. Wow, just dropping off the top, and we've got a view of the loch where we started. Wow, just cleared. So that's the Beinn we're going to drop down to, climb up, drop down again, climb up again, and then drop down the other side, retracing our steps. And this is the scramble we've had to deal with, heading up to the top. Just climbing back up this very steep rocky side to Milgab. Now the group of people there, just met one of the chaps and he's bagging his last Munro. I did ask him, why did you choose this one on a rainy day, but well done to him. So we're climbing this second top, very rocky as I remember. I'm looking forward to looking at my Strava when I get back. We've done an awful lot of climbing for one mountain. Back at the other top, 868. Wow, still nothing to see, in and out of rain. What a shame. Retracing our steps. So we're right down towards the last little Beinn. There's that top, which I think was 496 without checking the map. So I believe here I've got an option when I get to that bottom to turn left and drop down to the Land Rover track, which I think I'm going to do rather than having to climb up that other side. Yes, so I've taken the left turn at the Beinn and I'm now dropping down to the Glen bottom where the Land Rover track is. So we'll get to that track, hang a right, back to the car. Wow, that was quite a steep little drop down here, very slippy. There's a cairn, excuse me, there's a cairn on the track actually marking the way up there, so I suppose it's an option on the way out as well, should you not want to go over that first hill. Although I think I'd still go over the first hill because it's not as steep. Hi, welcome to day 87 of my Munro challenge. Today I walked routes number 112. It's Saturday the 21st of May. Very wet, cold, rainy, windy day. I parked at the lay-by near Drummavuick. So very steady walk at first. Basically the walk consists of 3 tops, 3 Beinn, and eventually the climb up to the summit. So the first top, just under 500 metres, it's after leaving the Land Rover track at a cairn, it's pretty steady, grassy climb all the way to the top. Nothing ridiculously steep, just steady away. You've got a short steep drop to the first Beinn, and then a grassy long grassy climb up to the second summit. Well, it's grassy for quite some way and then it becomes considerably rocky towards the top. Now the top of this this particular top is 863 meters. It's not named, but it's considerably high. You've got an extremely rocky drop, to the next Beinn, and then you've got the climb up to Beinn Sgulaird, which is 848 metres, and again it's extremely rocky, a bit scrambly, very difficult underfoot, I'd say. Now from Beinn Sgulaird you got again another drop down to the next Beinn, and again it's steep and rocky and screey, difficult underfoot. And then you've got the final ascent, which again starts with a little bit of a scramble. It becomes very rocky, difficult underfoot, and right at the top of Beinn Sgulaird is another minor scramble. Nothing ridiculous, just a minor scramble. I mean, Stan was up and down it 2 or 3 times before I got there. So talking about Stan scratched his face today. It grazed right under his eye. No idea how he's done it. It's not deep, it's just a wide graze. So I put lots of antiseptic cream on it, and we'll see how he gets on. So then you retrace your steps over the various tops and climbs and descents, and very rocky, and until you get to the last Beinn, where you've got an option there to drop down, saving you the last steep climb. I took that option, and you drop down a very, very steep grassy descent, really, all the way down to the Land Rover track, at which point you pick up the track and then follow it back to the car. It's a short day. I mean, I chose today because of the forecast being so bad as it was in the afternoon, and I thought I'd be able to dodge the weather. Unfortunately I didn't. 6 hours it took me. There's 9.5 miles, and there's a massive 4,024 feet of ascent, which is quite a lot considering the Munros was considerably less than that. A nice day. I met a chap en route who was finishing his Munros journey there, with a bunch of friends. Apparently they'd all started climbing them at university, and it was really nice to meet somebody on their last Munros. So if you do watch this video, well done.
So